Am I the a-hole for divorcing my husband after 18 years even though nothing major has happened? I, 34F, have been with my husband, 35M, for 18 years. We have a young child together, conceived through IVF because, at the time, our intimacy life had completely broken down. He was dealing with weight gain, and I felt like he just couldn't be bothered trying. It was like IVF seemed easier to him than trying physically. In the past 2 years, we've only had intimacy once. I've tried to talk about it, but he's made comments that made me feel awful, like saying intimacy with someone while they're pregnant is disgusting. The physical rejection has really damaged my confidence and self-worth. But anytime I try to bring it up, he either shuts down or acts like I'm making a big deal out of nothing. It's not just intimacy. The emotional side of things is just as hard. If I try to talk to him about anything, even small things, he gets angry. He once dropped cream from the fridge, blamed me for where it was placed, and shouted at me while I was feeding our child because I didn't help him clean it up. I know that if I'd done the same, I'd have been called clumsy or careless and expected to clean it up on my own. He doesn't help much around the house unless I ask him multiple times, and even then, it feels like a fight. He also spends a lot of time on his phone. I once asked him to put it down while feeding our child, and he threw it down the hallway, yelling that he'd just get rid of it if I had such a problem. He's called me psycho during arguments. He's told me he'd rather get divorced than talk to a counselor. He doesn't think we have problems, and I feel like I've spent years trying to fix things while he's ignored all of it. I don't hate him. I don't even think he's a bad person. But I don't like who I am in this relationship anymore. I walk on eggshells. I feel alone, even when he's in the room. I've started imagining a life where I'm free, where I don't feel like I have to manage someone else's moods all the time. But when I think about telling him I'm leaving, I feel sick. He's going to act like this is coming out of nowhere. I'm scared he'll minimize everything and make me feel like I'm being dramatic. I'm also terrified of being on my own at 34 when I don't know who I am anymore without him. I've started preparing to leave in the next couple of months. I haven't told him yet, and I'm not even sure how to begin. I feel guilty because it's not like there's one big dramatic incident to point to, but there's been years of small hurts that have added up. And now I just want peace, not arguments, not name-calling, not silence. Edit to add, my parents are recently aware of how I'm feeling, but I don't think they quite grasp how long this has been going on for. We have been married since I was 24, not married since 16. So am I the a-hole for wanting out of a relationship that looks fine from the outside, but has felt like I've been emotionally alone for years?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. You don't tell him you are leaving until you are gone. Get a lawyer, get an apartment, pack up all of your important paperwork like passport, etc., and keep it in one place. Change all of your passwords. Have a plan. Execute said plan and move on.
Not feeling safe around him is something major. I can't tell you what to do, but you're not the a-hole for wanting to get out of that relationship. Not to make you paranoid, but being distant and chronic phone use send up an infidelity alarm to me. I hope things get better or you get out.